So here we are approaching Wekiwa Spring. Underneath the canopy of a beautiful live oak. And you can see the retaining wall built around it. Only about 1 to 5 feet deep, except around the cavern area. Let's get a closer look. This is Wekiwa Spring State Park. It's most noted for the Wekiwa Spring. This is our first magnitude spring. 42 million gallons of water a day. It's a constant 72 degrees throughout the year. We have some limestone rock formations you can see. The vent is over in this area where you see the crowd. And that's about a 15, 20 foot area, about 20 feet deep in between the crevice of the limestone. And we will take a look at that. This spring feeds down past the bridge into the Wekiwa Run. And that eventually leads into the St. Johns River, and it's popular for canoeing. So let's go check out this spring. Do a little swimming while we're at it. And so we are going to cross this marvelous bridge that crosses the boundary between the spring and the spring run. So on this side is the spring. And you could see the size of the spring. I don't know if you could say it's kidney shaped. Covers about a ½ acre altogether. And on the other side of the bridge is the Wekiwa Spring Run. And we'll explore a little bit further up the run. Discovered in the 1860s, the spring was originally called Clay Springs after the name of the family who owned it. It was later a turpentine camp run by Wilson Cypress Company. And there are some archaeological remains from the turpentine camp still in existence here. In 1941 it was purchased by a Popka Sportsman's Club. And then later, about 2 decades later, it became a state park. Very close to Orlando, it's one of the most popular state parks in Florida. Okay, this activity down here is where the boil is, where the vent is for the fresh water from the aquifer. And we will investigate that. This area of the pool is actually the deepest, at least 5 feet. And it's a little quiet and shady right now. And it's time to take a dip into the spring. About 4 feet deep as soon as you get in. Very clear waters. Of course, you can see the bottom extremely clear. Very sandy bottom. Not much in the way at all in algae. Have you looking down at the bridge, which is a staple of this park. You remember that bridge when you come here. In that direction, under that oak tree with the Spanish moss, that is where we're going to visit the vent, the boil. Very refreshing waters here, especially in a hot July day like this is. So let's go take a look at some of the limestone rock formations and the vent itself. And here is one of these limestone rock formations. Pretty sizable one. And we're going to get a up-close view of it in just a moment. Take a look at one of these limestone formations on the bottom. And this is the way that leads to the vent itself. Take a look at the vent itself. And this is the spring run. If you're looking from the pedestrian bridge by the spring and you follow the spring run along this boardwalk path, this feeds about maybe 3 miles to the Wekiwa River, which eventually drains into the St. Johns River. And canoeing is very popular here. It also connects to Rock Springs. And the water along the spring run, the Wekiwa spring run, is also very beautiful and clear and sandy. This is the From Wet to Dry trail, and it's a boardwalk that runs along this spring trail to presumably drier areas. This right here is an upturned tree, pretty large root system. And we're entering into a lot of saw palmettos, which is very common in Florida. See a lot of live oak. Look up here and see. Certainly a lot of palmetto. And this trail is a boardwalk for its entire length, less than half a mile. And a little bit of a very slow moving stream or swamp. It's really hard to tell what that is. And you'll frequently see sable palms, or cabbage palms, also called.